Rob, Kazi.
You did.
In the green room, man. First time in the green room. It's an honor and a privilege, man, to be linking up with you today, brother. Man, how you going, man? It's holiday season, New Year coming up. How you feeling?
Man, blessed and highly favored. Excited for the stuff I got in store for 2022, you know?
For sure, for sure. Hell yeah. Man, first of all, anybody just tuning in, man, Rob Kazi, if you ain't in tune, you under a rock or whatever, you know, Rob Kazi is well-known New Orleans comedian, rap artist, artist, writer, actor. I said comedian, but you know, a lot of people know him for your Instagram funny stuff.
Yeah.
But all around talented entertainer, creator. You know what I'm saying? And we about to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Before you was all of that, you know what I'm saying? What was your life like?
Hands-on jobs. Like everything I did was just hands-on jobs. You know, my pa put me to work at 9. At 9, I was cutting yards, cutting grass, and then the next year we started this mobile mechanic business. So I did mechanic work, did construction work. Katrina hit. I came back to the city cutting down trees for this, you know, for whatever the company was. But everything I did was just hands-on, bro. It was, you know, I definitely had a lot of rough patches, a lot of rough spots, a lot of struggle moments. But, you know,
man, that's
fortunate enough to make it here.
So always working, raised to work, taught to work, grew up working, never afraid of a job.
Yeah, I never was afraid of it, but I definitely hated it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, though. I hated, like, not necessarily working, because I don't mind working, but I hated getting up at a certain time, working for somebody. Like, you know, getting up at this time, or, I can't leave until this time, or I gotta do this. Like, I hate taking orders. Like, if I'm just being honest, I hate taking orders. And like, so the crazy thing was, I had all them jobs, but it was, I had moments to where I couldn't keep that job because of, you know, because of me. I would start calling off, like, for just whatever, making up reasons, calling off, showing up late, because it just, I had no desire to really do that, you know. But I didn't even really know what I really wanted to do. But I just know it wasn't that, you know, working for people. But now that I work for myself, I thought I was lazy, though. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was lazy. I'm like, fuck, man.
Thought something was wrong with you.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm lazy. You know, I'm getting up late. But now that I'm working for myself, man, my girl be complaining about me working too much. Like, like when you work for yourself, it's different. You gotta get it. Like, you don't stop. Like, you don't mind. You don't care what time you wake up, what time you go to sleep. Like, I was writing a script the other day and went to sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, and woke up at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? And filed for my LLC for my production company. Just, it's a lot. It's a lot.
So it's safe to say that you always had, like, the good work ethic. You just, your journey was kind of learning your way, learning your lane, and where to apply to work.
Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
And that's where you at now.
Yeah.
For sure. Most people, you know, of course, like I said earlier, they know you about the comedy, especially online and the many characters you play. But your story actually comes into where comedy was an accident.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It really was. It really was.
So it was an accident. Even though you're funny as shit, and I see you running the stand-up, explain to me a little bit how that comes to play.
So yeah, I mean, just, you know, like you said, it was an accident in, like, when you're looking at it from, like, a human standpoint or perspective. But, like, spiritually, it wasn't an accident. It was meant, but I just didn't see it at the time. But, man, music was what it was, bro. Like, I was in 6th grade when I wrote my first rap, but I did it playing around. You know, I just wrote something. It was like a little funny rap. Then I wrote another one that was more serious. And by the time I hit, like, 9th grade, I started getting more serious with it. Like, oh, I like this. You know, I really, really like rapping. My mama sat down and she was like, let me show you something, son. Open this book of all these poems, this poetry. I didn't even know that my mama did poetry. So that's where it derived from. That's where it came from. You know, it was hereditary. So I'm like, oh, that's why I get the gift to put these words together. But anyway, fast forward, you know, I start getting in the studio, start seeing myself as, oh, man, I want to be, you know, the top 10 best rappers ever, you know. So I was really chasing that, you know. I did shows, went on tour, did all that type of stuff. Then social media started, and I was like, okay, let me. I see they got these funny videos, and I know I'm naturally funny because I would make people laugh in school and all that type of shit. Got class clown of the year and got put out of class, all that type of stuff. But that was just me. That wasn't something I desired. But yeah, man, I started putting that shit on Instagram just to try to grab more followers in, because I was out the trunk with the music. So I figured if I could get some followers, I could be out the trunk and I could do the digital thing, which was kind of new at the time. And man, that door bust open and God was like, go that way. And I'm like, comedy? So it was like, okay, I'm good at this, but this ain't, I don't want to be no funny nigga. I don't want to be no comedian. Like, I want to be a rapper. But it all came back full circle because, you know, that's what it was. And now I'm still able to put out music, you know. He blessed me with a platform so I could still showcase my musical talents.
And you put out very high quality music,
man,
too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So if y'all didn't get the album Time of Kazi, go get that, man. Go get that.
Yeah,
you dig? Two-sided album with me on there, 6 songs from me, 6 songs from Tommy Real Nigga. You got a bonus song called Voices with both of us on it. And kind of sum up the personalities in my head, you know, so.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to get definitely in depth on that. But before I go into that, I wanted to ask about when you first blew up with the comedy. It's kind of what, like 2018?
Yeah.
About 2018?
Yep.
So about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yep.
So now when you coming in, the plan was, I guess, basically to use this attention and put it to the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Explain to me some things that happened to you, like important things that happened to you during this 3 years, from 2018 to 2021 to where you evolved to where you at now.
Yeah, well, one of the things that happened was before like everything really started popping off, man, I had a serious talk in my living room with God, with the Creator, with myself, because we are God. So He lives in your consciousness, and I was just kind of screaming out and angry at God, like that I wasn't where I felt I should be in life. And you know, He just started talking to me like, well, you're not taking this serious, you're not putting more time into this. And I realized it was me, you know, that was holding things up. But so anyway, I started doing that, and I think I started trying stand up. And that was like the scariest part of it. Like, fuck, I gotta get on stage and make these people laugh. It's different from posting a video, and if they don't laugh or not, like, I can't see it. They just scroll past or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But to actually hold a mic in front of a room and, you know, they gotta laugh, like, man, that was a lot of pressure. It was like extremely nerve-wracking. But I got through it, and I started seeing how good I was at that. And I'm like, damn. And then even with the videos, it was like I said, I was just trying to pull people in for my music, not realizing, you know, so many people was like, man, your comedic timing, all your videos so good. I didn't realize how natural that was. And I'm like, damn, I didn't realize I was putting it together like that. So in this 3-year span, what started happening was I started realizing my gifts and what God did when He opened that door. It wasn't just like, oh, go that way, you know, and I just walked through it blindly. You know, I kind of went through it, and He started helping me see my gifts, like all other gifts. He was like, okay, you're talented at music, but I didn't realize how good I was at directing. You know, how good I was at writing a script and not just writing music. You know, I seen it in an interview with Ice Cube, and I forgot who Ice Cube was talking to, but somebody told him, man, if you could write music, you could write scripts. And I'm like, man, so I just started putting that together, bro. Like, so I realized how good I was at the writing scripts, how good I was at doing stand-up, how good I was at directing, how good I was at acting. You know, honestly, you know, it was just, that was another natural gift. You know, I'll just act out these characters, and, you know, people loved it. So I started learning all those things about myself. So it really kind of got me where I'm here now, to where I'm confident in all my gifts and not just music. I'm just doing this to do it, but music is what it is. Like, I love everything I do.